Oh, is this it? Study. No association between diversification of U.S. Yep, this is it. Thank you. You found it. Blasian. Shouts out. You found the study. Study. No association between diversification of U.S. police departments and clearance rates of crimes against minorities. This was one of the studies that I was talking about. Along with high rates of crime relative to other developed nations, the United States crime clearance rates, the rates at which crimes are solved, are alarmingly low. One way to raise the crime clearance rates is to diversify police departments. Nope, doesn't matter. A new study examined the effect of diversification of police departments on clearance of aggravated assaults in U.S. police agencies. None of the measures of representation studied were significantly associated with clearance of victims' assaults. The study by researchers at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee appears in Criminology and Public Policy. Less than half of crimes in the United States are cleared, explains Aki Roberts, associate professor of sociology at UWM, who led the study. Citizen cooperation in crime investigations can help to lead to arrests, which raises the rates of crime clearance. But citizen engagement with police and minority communities tend to be low. Now, this also, this is a weird study overall. One thing to mention is that crime clearance rates in wealthy neighborhoods where people are, cooperating with the police are also, not very high, for the record. But having said that, there is a very real reason as to why people in minority neighborhoods do not cooperate with the police, regardless of whether the cops are black or not. Because they're still cops. So if the same fucking guy who's like, well, I mean, dude, not to push the go watch We Run the City on HBO narrative one more time, but it's shown perfectly when the fucking detective shows up on the scene of a murder and he's like, oh, I'm a detective, we're different. Okay? And the old lady's like, no, you're not. You're still a fucking cop. What are you talking about? If the group of individuals that you are running with are a organized militia force that is oppressing and violently oppressing your neighborhood, okay, then yes, you being a detective in that circumstance is still not going to change the reality when you're talking to someone. I'm sorry, but your argument is hot garbage. If someone wanted to report a murder, they could call the police anonymously. It's a no snitch culture, bro. Stop reaching. Yeah, no, you're right. You're so right. I'm sorry. You're actually right. It's because there's no snitch culture from rap music, which leads 75-year-old black grandmas to engage in no snitch culture, which also, weirdly enough, exists in immigrant communities as well. I wonder if the nature of policing and the nature of federal law enforcement in the form of ICE, for example, has to do with something where there is not enough collaboration or not enough cooperation with law enforcement. It's got to be the lean that the 75-year-old grandmas that are fucking sitting in their houses are sipping on while they listen to rap music, right? Is that what you're going to say?